20 years old. I had graduated from tech school, got my first job down in Columbus. For the most part, the first time I had moved away from home. And my girlfriend at the time, we had been together probably about a year and a half. So when I moved down to Columbus, she came down to visit. While she was visiting, she got a job, and she wanted to move down there and move in with me, and I was all for that. So she moved in with me, and probably about a month or so after that, 2 months after that, my parents had found out through my girlfriend's father that we were living together. He was not for it, and he wanted to know what they thought about it. Well, before I knew it, I had a phone call from my parents, and it was extremely unpleasant. It was extremely confrontational. I felt like they were treating me like a child. I could not believe their reaction. I was really caught off guard by their reaction. But yet, at the same time, I respected them, and I wanted to respect their wishes. And about maybe 2 months later, we found out we were pregnant, and the first thing I thought of was that phone call, and didn't know what I was going to do. What do I do? What do I do? And I was fearful of being disowned, and my girlfriend being disowned. So that, it was just strictly from that I thought, we gotta make this go away. It's gotta be a secret. She did not want to do that. That was not her choice at all. But like probably a lot of other girls in that situation, they thought, I don't have anybody to help me and support me. I don't have any place to turn. So she went along with my decision. Fast forward 37 years, 38 years later, there were so many things during that time that I fell into, addictions to many different things, a marriage that almost fell apart on a couple different occasions from choices I made. My wife, who was actually my girlfriend back then, we'd been married for over 30 years, so God's been good in that. But she went to the retreat with the Haven about a year and a half ago or so. And she thought when she went that she would be going and be a help to others. And she told me, little did she realize the healing that she still needed to go through yet. It really caught her off guard, and she thought it would certainly be a good idea for me, and I'm so glad I did. How I feel now after the healing, it's really answered a lot of things for the 37 years of keeping that, for the most part, a secret. I had no idea the grief that was still buried all that time. Things that I went through, choices I made for 37 years, wrong choices. It really made a lot of sense. But a lot of healing and a lot of shame was released. I had guilt, I had shame, I had grief. There were like 4 or 5 major things that I had that I was able to, take to the cross and, see God's forgiveness and all of that. And once again, to recognize that that child was a life and is a life, is a life in heaven. That's my belief, and someday get to meet that little one. For a man out there, if there was a man that I would talk to that is post-abortive and never had healing, never went to retreat, number one, I recommend you do it. Getting healing will change your life. Without the healing, post-abortive, it will derail your life. It will turn your life upside down. But getting the healing will change your life. It will bring you peace. It will bring you comfort. It will take the weight of the world off your shoulders. It will take grief that you never knew you had and open that up. It'll remove shame. You will be willing to share that story with somebody else to help them along as well.